Well. The news that broke yesterday, and it looks like the Eagles lost one of their most expensive defensive players due to a minor injury that needs minor surgery and could be out till the end of the year, right before the playoffs. So let's get straight into that and a lot of other injury news of the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get to it.
A killer buried, but not dead.
Darren, we better turn around. Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
Look at these results. People are making free money. They're making thousands every month betting on sports completely risk-free. The secret, they're using OddsJam. OddsJam isn't just another betting app. It's turned the entire system in your favor. Here's how. OddsJam uses a strategy called arbitrage, finding odds differences across sports books. You bet both sides, and no matter the outcome, you will profit. Here's an example. If you put $500 on Boise State to win on FanDuel and $335 on their opponent, San Francisco, on DraftKings, you'll guaranteed to make $50, win or lose. It's that simple. With the OddsJam mobile app, you'll get real-time alerts on these opportunities every day. People are making thousands monthly. And to get you started, use code Joey for 35% off and a 7-day free trial. I guarantee you'll profit during the trial, and if you don't, cancel with one click. No questions asked. Don't leave money on the table. Go to oddsjam.com, use code Joey, and start making money the smart way. So we got a lot to talk about, guys. So breaking news for the Eagles from the other day. Well, this is on Bryce Huff. You know, we kind of been, we know that he's had the cast on the last couple of weeks. When he had that, I think it was the Jags game. He had that pre-injury before the game, and then played 5-6 snaps. Then I don't know if he got a cast after. I don't really know when he got the cast. It was definitely a couple weeks ago. He can't grab with both of his hands with the cast on. He only has his middle fingers, I guess, are the only ones that are free in that cast. So can't really play up to standard. I guess he just said, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Let me go get minor surgery on it, and that's what it seems like has happened. Says that Bryce Huff will undergo a procedure Thursday on his wrist, according to a league source. My understanding here is that having played through the injury the past 2 weeks with the cast, the procedure affords Huff the best opportunity to return for the stretch run late in the season. So, could be on the IR for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Is it a loss? Sure, it is. I think post-bye, Bryce Huff has looked a lot better, but it's not really saying too much. He's gotten hot a little bit here and there, one play here, one play there in games. So has he lived up to what he's making, $17 million a year? No, but, with more snaps under his belt, the heavy rotation he was in with the Jets last year, he had a lot on his plate going into the season. And, I don't think he's been worth the money, but you're still going to need him later on. I still think as for a rotation, you still need him. So you will get him most likely maybe second to last game of the season or something like that, ready for the playoffs most likely. So Bryce Huff will be back. It is a loss. But this opens up for another player to get a shot at more snaps. So we're talking about Jalix Hunt, okay? But then we heard more news about practice the other day. Jalix Hunt didn't even practice the other day, was off to the side with the trader. So I don't know what the injury is with Jalix Hunt. Hopefully it's not serious. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. But this would be another big loss for the Eagles because you want to get as much rotation as possible. You want to get Jalix Hunt involved, and he has been the last couple weeks, okay? The problem I'm having is, I think everybody is thinking that he has to produce as fast as possible. It's going to take a while for Jalix Hunt to be producing and very involved and looking like he's a football player under Vic Fangio's scheme because he really was just a special teamer, and he was, when they started to give him reps, it was like 5 or 6 a game. Now he's getting like 20-something reps, and I guess those reps are definitely going to go up a lot more since Bryce Huff is not playing. Everybody's going to get more reps most likely, out of this whole thing. So I think the whole situation, like I don't think Eagle fans are crying over Bryce Huff not playing. But at the same time, you want Jalen Hunt to be healthy and really get those reps. You want him. He's a draft pick from this past year, and we really want to see what he's got. I don't want to see what he's got in coverage. I know. I want to see what he's got as a pass rush, what he could do. It's just going to take more time. It's only been his second game with a good amount of reps, to be honest with you. So that was going on with Bryce Huff and obviously Jalen Hunt in the mix there. Bryce Huff most likely not on IR yet, but will be probably by the time you see this video. He'll be on IR, or maybe later on in the week he'll be on IR by Saturday or something like that after he gets to surgery and things like that. So at least he's taking care of it. There's time in the season for these players to kind of go out if they need to get a mini type procedure done. Great, and then we'll be back really soon. So hopefully Bryce Huff will come back healthier and as good as ever, hopefully. Devontae Smith. Well, it looks like Devontae Smith has been dealing with a hamstring injury for the past few weeks, and it looks like they're just managing him a little bit and not going too hard with him at times. We knew something was going on after that Commanders game because I knew from a few people he was limping a little bit. So we have to make sure that he stays healthy and they don't go too crazy with him. It just sucks that he's dealing with a hamstring right now, or a light hamstring right now, where it could get worse, and these hamstring injuries are going to linger because he's not going to rest for an entire week. So I'm interested to see if they'll actually bench him for the week. Not sure if they're going to do it. I'm not really reading that right now. He is practicing, but I wonder if they will give Devontae Smith maybe a week of rest. Maybe they take him off for this game. It's hard to do that because it's really important right now. You have to start winning these games. You're going to be hitting some hard opponents really soon. You have Baltimore in a couple weeks. You're going to have the Steelers soon. So you're going to be hitting the last stretch of your schedule, the rest of the NFC East and all of that. So that was the news on Devontae Smith. So wondering what they do in that situation. And then we heard about Britton Covey. The practice window is officially open for him, which is great. So we were talking about him the other day on the last video, and very excited for him to be involved in this offense. Let's see if they involve him and what happens at punt return between him and Cooper DeJean. I heard it's going to be splitting the reps at punt return until Covey is fully back where he's getting used to games, and we don't want Cooper DeJean at punt return anymore. I think we all agree with that at this point. So practice window's open. Could be a clear indicator he could be active for Sunday, but we'll see what happens in the time being. And lastly, I didn't put a slide up for this, but Jalen Hurts was limited the other day in practice, and it was an ankle injury. An ankle injury. Remember the ankle injury, apparently? Remember he was a limited participant before going to that Washington game? I think part of that was if Hurts was injured in that Washington game, I think they tried to hide it, and Nick, I think, went out and said it by mistake at the press conference, and then kind of backtracked and said, I thought we were talking about something else. Remember that? He comes out of this game with a little bit of an ankle injury, so he was limited. He took a little bit of a mini rest day, so he comes out of the game with an ankle injury. I just think it's weird. So maybe he had this ankle injury going into that Washington game, and it was actually true, but it didn't look like he had an ankle injury at all. I mean, he ran the ball so much. He didn't look like he was stepping weird or anything like that. Didn't look weird in the pocket or anything like that, so not making a big deal about that. So, guys are banged up all year. This is just what it is right now. So he'll be ready to go. But let me know what you guys think about Bryce Huff being out pretty much the rest of the regular season. I would say close to the regular season. He'll be out the rest of it until he comes back for the playoffs, most likely. I think it's smart. Playing with a cast just sucks. Okay, it's only a wrist injury, gets minor surgery, boom, done, and, he heals up, he comes back, it is what it is. Get him back into the rotation, and he comes back fresh. Bryce Huff will come back fresh. He'll have a lot of rest by the time he comes back. Eagles will be ready for the playoffs, and hopefully Bryce Huff can give us a show. when he comes back. Not the best season for him. Not the best. Not really his fault. This is just a really bad signing so far. He's been turning it up, I guess, post-bye, but nothing promising at this point. Like he's been doing little things here and there, but, it's for the money he's getting, he should be doing a lot more, and we all know this. So, you don't pay a guy that much money for him to build himself up to be what he's supposed to be. No, the guy should be, that's when you pay a guy that much money, he should be coming in, producing. We all know this. We know the whole story. But Bryce Huff has looked better post-bye, no doubt. And hopefully he'll be a lot more fresh coming back, and we'll have him nice in the rotation. Jalix Hunt, do you think he's, going through something? Guys are banged up during this time, so we have to respect the fact that guys are dealing with stuff. Everybody could probably be on the injury report right now, but nothing serious with a lot of players. But these are the injuries that these guys are dealing with. So you lose one for your defensive line, edge rusher, and you're hoping Jalix Hunt can pick up the pieces, and everyone else is going to have more snaps, most likely. Nolan Smith, it's his time to shine right now. Even more than what he's been doing post-bye, which has been good. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it regarding the injuries, the breaking news on Bryce Huff and the minor surgery he's going to need. Leave a comment in the comment section below discussing just, what do you guys think of this? Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Eagles news every single day, and make sure you like the video because it helps out tremendously. Love you all. See you guys later. Shakes what up, follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.